It wasn't the first time we had seen the patrol near our land, but it was the first time they climbed our fence. What began as a quiet evening quickly turned tense when boots hit the metal wire. They claimed it was a routine check, but to us it felt like an invasion. The fence was there for a reason: privacy, safety, and respect. That night planted a seed of anger and mistrust that would soon grow. This first incident changed everything. What seemed like a small act of trespassing became the start of a larger conflict. It showed how quickly trust can be broken when boundaries are ignored.
Grandpa had lived on this land longer than anyone else. He warned them calmly the next morning, telling them not to cross the fence again. His voice wasn't loud, but it carried weight. Still, the patrol brushed him off, treating him like a stubborn old man. They didn't understand that Grandpa believed deeply in boundaries and consequences. When his warnings were ignored, he quietly began planning another way to protect what was his. Grandpa's warning was fair and reasonable, but it was underestimated. Ignoring his words proved to be a mistake because experience and patience often hide a strong resolve beneath them.
Electrifying the gate wasn't an impulsive act. Grandpa weighed the risks carefully. He didn't want to hurt anyone seriously, just send a clear message. With practiced hands and old tools, he set up a low-voltage electric current, enough to shock, not injure. It was his way of saying, "You were warned." To outsiders, it might have seemed extreme, but to Grandpa, it was about dignity and standing his ground. Electrifying the gate was not about revenge, it was about protection. Though risky, Grandpa's decision reflected his belief that self-respect sometimes requires bold action. A few nights later, it happened again. Shadows moved, and the familiar sound of metal rattling filled the air. The patrol tried the gate this time. The shock was immediate, followed by shouting and confusion. No one was badly hurt, but the message landed exactly where Grandpa intended. The fence was no longer just a barrier, it was a statement. That night became the turning point. The shock delivered more than electricity. It delivered understanding. Actions, when ignored words fail, can force people to finally listen. Grandpa watched it all from the porch, calm and silent. He didn't smile, but there was satisfaction in his eyes. After that night, the patrol stopped climbing our fence. The lesson was simple. Respect goes both ways. Sometimes standing your ground, quietly and firmly, is the only language people understand. From the porch, Grandpa saw the outcome he expected. The lesson was clear. Firm boundaries earn respect, and those who stand their ground are rarely crossed again.